Ultimate Guide: How to make anyone buy anything you want. Never get rejected again. Rave Reviews. Warning: the tips in this book will enable you to make people do whatever you want. So use it wisely. It is never okay to trick or deceive people. Use this knowledge honestly and your business will flourish. If I could show you how read anyone's mind, flip it around, and make them buy, would you want this course? Pumping out sales and subscriptions left and right, selling to anyone anywhere at any time. http www.warriorplus.com/w/h2jvd. Read more reviews. Quote. Originally posted by Jason_V. Let me make something clear about this guide: it is zero fluff. It is all useful and most important usable information for sales. This isn't something you can just skim and forget about. My suggestion with this guide is to read through it completely one time. Then read it a second time, perhaps taking some notes. I truly wish someone had handed me this guide when I first started in sales. Of course, I got some excellent training, especially at the car dealership. I have read many books on sales. However, that training and those books pale in comparison to the information that is contained in this report. I honestly could see this document being given to university students studying sales/marketing, or even being given to new salespeople at any company that has a sales department. It is that good. Like most any other WSO, you can't just read it and expect magic to happen. You have to read this guide, and as mentioned, probably reread it, and apply what is in it. Do you plan on selling to people on the internet? If you answered yes, buy one for yourself right now. Do you have a brick-and-mortar business where you or employees have to sell to people? If you answered yes, buy one for yourself and every employee on your staff right now. Do you have an offline business and have salespeople working for you? If you answered yes, buy one for you and every salesperson you have right now. Do you plan on going into the offline niche selling services to business owners? If you answered yes, buy one for yourself right now. This guide will pay for itself when you or employees of yours puts the principles into action. Know anyone in sales, do them a favor and point them to this thread. Tell them they owe you lunch after they get their first sale from using any tactics from this guide. Buy this guide now, because even if you don't have use for it right this second, you will at some point in your life. Dear Warrior. Fact: people have been the same since the beginning of time. Whether you're closing a multi-million-dollar contract deal or selling a glass of lemonade, the skills you learn here will allow you to overcome any and all objections. Why? Because people just don't change. Warriors, when you understand people and how they think, your sales will go through the roof. After reading this course, your thinking and approach to sales and people in general will change forever. You will want to go out and immediately try these things on your friends. And guess what? They will work. So, how does a buyer think? Well, if a buyer told you what he or she thought, then our job would be so easy, wouldn't it? Sales is a negative rejection business. You are getting rejected all the time, online and offline. In many cases, you are getting rejected more online. Example: if your product is converting at 7%, that means that about 13 people will reject you before you get a sale. Compare that with offline sales, where the average conversion rate is about 20%. There you will get about 4 rejections before you get a sale. There are many reasons why the conversions are smaller, including the fact that it is easier to build more trust when you are face to face with someone. The point is they are all people, and that the majority of the times you will get rejected while trying to get a sale. Why do we get rejected? Because people are afraid. They are scared out of their own socks about buying, and they are even afraid to tell you why they're afraid. And when they are afraid, they create objections. And when we don't overcome their objections, we ultimately get rejected. So what is the solution? The solution is to stop the fear. And in order to stop the fear, we have to get past the objections. And the solution to getting past the objections is understanding how people think and using that to your advantage. Once you know how they think, you can be 2 steps ahead of them and lead them right into the palm of your hands. Every person likes to be sold differently. Some people like high pressure. Some people like to be consulted. Some like to feel like they got a bargain. And the list goes on. Once you figure out the personality of the person or demographic you are dealing with, then you will understand what kinds of objections they will have. After arming yourself with the tools you need to handle these objections, you will be able to close them and close them hard. Hook, line, and sinker. Warriors, the difference between water and steam is 1/1000 th of a degree. And so is the difference between failure and success. The bottom line is that after reading and applying what is in this book, you will skyrocket your conversions. You will be able to sell to people who don't need IT, don't want IT, already have IT and can't afford IT. So who am I? And what is my experience? I have been a sales manager for door-to-door sales. I've basically met total strangers and within 45 minutes had them giving me their personal information and signing contracts for $2,000. I have done business-to-business sales. Again, I have walked into businesses cold turkey, and within 1 hour, walked out with contracts of a couple $1,000s. I have done cold call sales. Yes, that is making a cold call on the telephone to an unsuspecting prospect, doing a presentation, and closing them right there on the very same call for monthly subscriptions of hundreds of dollars. I have done online sales. I have a successful track record for selling on Warrior Forum, and in social media, SEO, and more. And get this. I will tell you exactly what to say and how to act to trigger these people to buy. Through my experience, I have learned that no matter how you sell, where you sell, what you sell or who you sell, these techniques will make you successful in all those areas. Imagine. Combine these methods and make them a part of your life, and you will notice a change. People will start flocking to you. People will actually become attracted to you. Have you heard of the law of attraction? This book is the law of attraction. On steroids. These methods essentially multiply that effect. People will begin to want your advice, and some will even ask you to take leadership positions simply because of your likability, your knowledge, and your ability to get people to do whatever you want them to. What you will get. If you've bought my previous WSOs, you know that my products and sales pages are short and to the point. No fluff. I have condensed weeks of seminars, years of experience, and $997 worth of material into a concise 100-page manual that you can take with you in your zip drive, smartphone, or tablet wherever you go. So this is a boatload of information and techniques. Refer to it, read it again and again. You'll be itching to try some techniques with your friends. But be warned. As these techniques do work, only use them for good. I have seen with my own eyes lives ruined, relationships lost, and bridges burned because people who learned these secrets became prideful and used their confidence and power to deceive friends and loved ones. If you are serious about gaining this knowledge, challenge yourself to be honest and use it for good only. You will learn how people think, the 3 types of objections and how to recognize them, how to overcome objections before they even come up, what people are really afraid of. Over 70+ closing techniques with examples to close your prospects. The worst things you can say when closing the deal. The absolute best phrases to use to get them to buy and trust you. The process you must follow every single time you close a deal. What you should be doing while you're closing. Top 10 reasons to keep closing even after they keep saying no. The right way and the wrong way to ask for the sale. How to get people to see your point of view. Case study of a professional salesman closing a deal successfully. Dozens of example objections and how to overcome them. Specific characteristics you must develop to be successful in closing the deal. How to build massive trust using just one word. How to make them feel obligated to purchase in 30 seconds or less. How your prospect tries to trick you, and how to overcome it. 5 powerful closing techniques to implement tomorrow. And much more. This is a lot of information to absorb. As with all of my products, I give my total confidence 100% money back guarantee. As I'm sure you're aware, people pay thousands of dollars for just a fraction of this information at sales seminars. But for a limited time, I'm locking the price in at only $17. If you need help or have questions on anything, I am here to help. Message me at any time as I have an open door policy. I'm a down-to-earth guy, I answer my notes and am here on Warrior Forum to stay. Take action. I challenge you to try these techniques on your friends, family, and clients, then come back to this thread and share your results. They have worked for me for years, and you will be amazed at how well it works.